Hello everyone, it's great to see you again. I'm very excited today because after a long cold winter, spring has definitely sprung here in New York's Hudson Valley. Today, I hope you will join me as I tidy up my little herb garden and begin planting there. I ordered seeds from Johnny's Selected Seeds back in January. Today is April 10th. I'm finally going to open the box. Seeds. These are pelleted seeds. Now, unfortunately, Johnny's does not have a photograph of the seeds on their seed packets, so we took some screen grabs from Johnny's website, and we're going to show these in the video. So what I have here is celery conquistador, warrior parsnips, dragon carrots, gold nugget carrots, and bolero carrots. Yeah, I thought it would be fun to plant these different colors of carrots this year. Now, I'm going to open one of these packets so I can show you what pelleted seeds are. If you've ever planted normal carrot seeds, you know that they are tiny. So when you plant them, you have to plant them as thinly as possible, which is never thinly enough. Pelleted seeds have a clay coating. I'll give you a close-up of these so that you can see each individual seed. This way, you can space them exactly how you want to space them. There's no need to thin out the carrots. The clay coating, of course, dissolves after the seeds are planted. Besides the carrot seeds, I'm also going to plant some parsley seedlings, which I purchased from the berry farm. And I'm going to put the Pelargonium peltatum that we purchased in last week's video into a hanging basket. So let's head outside. The herb garden is located in the small area between the music room wing and the north wing of the house. It is here that I like to host afternoon teas, small cocktail parties, and intimate dinners during the warm weather months. I'm using a Black & Decker leaf vacuum and mulcher to suck up all of the autumn leaves and various debris that drifted into the garden over winter. The machine works like a charm. I use the shredded leaves both as a mulch and as a soil amendment. I will link this machine in the description below if you are interested. It feels great to have this garden cleaned and ready for decoration. Now, I'm getting ready to plant my 3 Pelargonium peltatums. These are ivy geraniums. I'm going to plant them in this hanging basket. And I want to use a mixture of peat and perlite plus good quality compost. If you only use peat and perlite for hanging baskets and other outdoor containers, the peat can dry out very quickly. That's why I'm adding some good quality compost. Add some water. Then you just have to get in with your hands as if you were making mud pies and mix everything. This way the peat becomes fully hydrated. Just squish everything together. See how dry that peat is? So we are forcing it to take in water. Anytime that you have a bag of potting mix and it has dried out, this is what you do. Add water and mash. It's kind of like making meatloaf. Little more water. Now I'm going to put a small amount of the potting material into the hanging basket. Then I want to see just how much room I have to work with. Okay, need to go a little higher. I'm going to try to fit all 3 of these pelargoniums in this basket. I think we can manage it. Now this basket is going to go into an urn, so I do not need these hanging wires. They're easy enough to remove. Now you want to knock the plant out of its pot, like this. Actually, I'll do it against the table. Here it comes. Now you can see it's not terribly root bound, but it's a little root bound. So then take a sharp knife and go through the roots just to loosen them. Like that. In you go. Knock. Cut right through the roots. Do not worry, you will not hurt the plant at all. You want to make sure that you leave a 1-inch reservoir here for water. If you fill the pot with too much soil, you'll try to water it and the water will just run off. There's 2. 3. In it goes. And then we have to fill in with the compost mixture. Now I should mention that besides their value in hanging baskets outdoors, Pelargonium peltatum, the ivy geranium, makes a fabulous wintertime houseplant. I've grown it indoors and it blooms and blooms from the end of January into spring. And then you can bring it outdoors, or you can take cuttings and start new plants for your outdoor collection. Water it in to settle the soil. You can see I already have flower buds forming on my Pelargonium peltatums. Let's bring our Pelly to its summer home. Now, as this grows, it will cascade over the sides of the pot, so you will not see this green plastic pot at all. And eventually, you may not even see this white urn. It's going to cover the whole thing, and it will have these magnificent lavender flowers. I've ordered bulk compost from a company called Hudson Valley Organics. They're going to be making a delivery at some point this week, but I'm in such a hurry to start planting, so I'm going to go ahead and add some commercially bagged compost to these 2 beds here. First, I need to move the soaker hose irrigation system out of the way. Not hard to do. Black gold. You guys, after tidying up the herb garden by sucking up all of the leaves and then potting the pelargoniums and then adding the compost to the 2 raised beds, I'm really exhausted. I'm also really hot. So we're going to save our seed planting for first thing tomorrow morning. But I want you to join me for tea and biscuits or cookies out in the herb garden. This will be refreshing. I should be having iced tea, but you know me, I like hot tea. Let's head out to the herb garden. Several people have asked me about this tablecloth. I'm going to link it in the description below. My friend Victoria von Arx made these oatmeal cookies. They are fabulous. She sent me the recipe, so I'm going to make them for you in a future video. These are uniquely wonderful. Well, the birds are singing. There's a nice cool breeze here now. So I absolutely love spring. Thank you for joining me, and I will meet you back here first thing tomorrow morning. Good morning, it's the next day. I went to the local garden center earlier and I picked up, let me show you, a knee pad. Because I'm going to be planting today. I'm going to plant first some flat-leaved or Italian parsley in this bed. And what I want to do is add some plant food. So I also picked up some organic, this is called garden tone. I love this stuff. And I'm just going to work this into the soil. Just fixing my watering lines here, and I may need to add another line or 2 for this bed. I think half of this bed will be parsley, the other half will be basil or basil. It's too early to plant basil. Parsley is frost hardy, so you can plant it a good 2 to 4 weeks before your last expected spring frost. This is only 1 6-pack of parsley, but there are many, many seedlings in each little cell. First, I'm loosening the roots. I fell in love with parsley salad many years ago. In fact, you've seen me make it in video recently, so I cannot have too much parsley in my garden. So I just brought out a bowl of water in order to really loosen the roots, because I know there are many seedlings in this little clump here. So I'm going to remove some of the soil so I can separate the seedlings. I'm planting these about a foot apart because these do form large clumps. And here we are. The parsley is planted, and I'm ready for a nap. On to the carrots. Now, when you plant carrot seeds, you want to make sure that the soil is very loose, and it should be free of rocks. Otherwise, when the carrot sends down its root, if it hits a rock, the carrot root will split. That's why you often have misshapen carrots. Carrots are cold hardy, which means you can start direct seeding them about 4 weeks before your last expected frost. The last expected frost in my region is May 15th. Today is April 10th, or maybe April 11th. So this is a good time to start the seeds. And again, these are pelleted seeds. They are going to be very easy to plant. You want to plant the seeds about a ½ inch deep. So I'm just making a little trench with my finger. Now again, these are pelleted seeds. They are going to be very easy to plant. So if I want my carrots, say, this diameter, I'm going to space them that diameter apart from each other, about 2 inches. It's wonderful because unlike unpelleted carrot seeds, you can actually see where you are placing the seeds. Unpelleted seeds are so tiny that you can't help but sow them very thickly, and then you have to go through all the trouble and guilt of thinning them out. This variety is called Bolero. It's an orange carrot. It's thick, it's slightly tapered, and its length is generally 7 to 8 inches. So it's a good-sized carrot. Next, I'm going to plant gold nugget carrots. These are gold or yellow carrots. I'm going to have a rainbow of carrots. Now, of course, you can buy regular carrots at the supermarket, but I'm trying to be as self-sufficient as possible. Also, it's hard to buy anything other than the usual orange carrots at the supermarket. Now, I actually ordered these seeds way back in January, and I looked at the seed website recently, and a lot of these seeds were already sold out, so I'm glad I was an early bird. The last carrot I'm planting is called Dragon. It's a red carrot. I planted 225 carrot seeds. I just have to cover them loosely. You want to make sure that the seeds have good contact with the soil. Now I'm watering in the seeds. You want a very light spray here so you're not dislodging the seeds. And once the seeds germinate, I will begin using the irrigation system here. Well, this was a fun project. Thank you for hanging out with me while I tidied up this little herb garden and planted the pelargoniums and started planting the vegetable crops. I need to get myself cleaned up now, and then I'm going to prepare something wonderful for dinner. And that dinner will be the subject of my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.